Concacaf Nations League Finals, the second ever edition of the Concacaf Nations League. The first ever edition gave us a great final matchup between the US and Mexico. That unfortunately cannot happen this time, or fortunately depending on who you're looking at, because out of the group stage, Canada and Panama made one semifinal and the US and Mexico face in the other semifinal. So let's get right into this. It's gonna be a quick prediction video because there's only 4 games to predict. Canada versus Panama, a matchup that in the World Cup qualifiers, Canada pretty handily beat. This, of course, Nations League finals being full squads, unlike the Gold Cup, which are going to be slightly rotated squads too. So Canada is going to have the full strength of Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, etc. Canada has an edge in that matchup. Canada, just with a full squad, has higher talent available than Panama does. Also, yes, in Panama, Panama has a chance to beat Canada. This is on a nice field in Las Vegas, high-end professional pitch, much more well-suited for better teams to just be better, as opposed to in some of these Central American fields where the home team has an advantage regardless of the skill level of the two teams. So Canada will have the edge here with the level of players and quality of players that they have. Canada should be moving on to the final. USA versus Mexico. Now the US is bringing a very Europe-heavy player list to this tournament. Mexico, of course, a lot more domestic players, not as many players in the top levels of European football like the US has. However, a lot of those guys that the US have playing in top levels of Europe aren't exactly in form. A lot of them aren't getting regular starting minutes. And so their form could be a bit of a concern going into a very important one-match game against Mexico. And in Las Vegas, well, the US is the home team. Technically, there's going to be a lot of Mexican fans there. So atmosphere-wise, it should be pretty even, if not even slightly tilted towards Mexico in terms of fan support. Now, if everything is clicking according to plan, the US should be able to beat Mexico. I think in terms of just pure, everyone's at 100%, everyone's at the top of their game, I think the US does have a better squad than Mexico right now. However, Mexico just has more wiggle room. Mexico just has more room for when guys aren't in top form. I think Mexico just has more guys in form right now than the US does. So I think right now, at this moment, Mexico are my favorites to beat the USA. I think if everyone in the US squad was playing regularly to the top of their capabilities in Europe, and I said they have a lot of guys in form right now who are playing well, the US would be the favorites to win. However, right now, given the current form levels of a lot of American players, Mexico's my choice. Now, third place match, Panama, USA. USA at home, of course, this is odds-on favorite to win this match. Full squad against Panama, the USA should easily be winning this. USA in third. Canada versus Mexico. Now, as much as I want to say Canada can win this game, Canada can win this game. It's possible. Is it probable? Not really. In Las Vegas, especially, where the vast majority of the fan support is going to be in Mexico's favor, this is just a tough matchup for Canada to go into, even with a full squad, even with a healthy Alphonso Davies, even with an informed Jonathan David. Very tough matchup for Canada to go into. It's possible that Canada could win. However, I always, in these predictions, go for what's most likely, who has the higher probability, and 60%, 65% sure that Mexico is going to win this game, 60 to 70% in that interval for me right now, means that Mexico is just the favorite. Mexico's the choice to win it. I think that Canada has a couple guys who are better than pretty much anyone on the Mexican team, but overall as a team, Mexico's just better, and because of that, Mexico is my choice to win the Nations League final. So there you have it. That is my prediction for the 2023 Concacaf Nations League final. Let me know how wrong I am down below in the comments, and as always, if you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more of my stuff, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Link is down below in the description, and I will see you next time.